This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Armored Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, and Zeo Gold Ranger 2-pack from Hasbro. Now this is a set I am super stoked for, and I cannot wait to check out with you guys. But before we take a closer look at the actual figures, I want to take a closer look at this awesome packaging. Alright, so now let's take a closer look at this packaging here, because this is my favorite Power Ranger. Jason is my boy. I know everybody loves Tommy, the Green Ranger, and White Ranger, blah 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 blah. I think he's cool, don't get it twisted, but Jason is my boy, and I am super happy to have this. So I just wanted to show off the box a little more in depth here. So we have an image of the Red Ranger and an image of the Gold Zeo right there. We see that it says Saban's Power Rangers Lightning Collection and the Hasbro logo right here. So if we actually turn this around, you see it's the exact same thing, just on the opposite sides, but that's pretty cool because we do have some pretty nice things here. We can actually slide off this whole bottom piece like that and put that there, and this whole bottom section is a separate cardboard piece that we can take off like so, and then we can see a little more artwork of the actual images here of the red Mighty Morphin and the Gold Zeo like that. So if we actually pull off these panels like that, just slide these off right there. So let me put those to the side, get those out of the way, and we can see how our figures are housed in a window box packaging, looking freaking rad. Again, that's my boy. Jason is the coolest Power Ranger. So we have the Red Ranger right here, Gold Zeo on here, again, Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, Zeo Gold Ranger, and if we turn this around like so, we can see some really cool images of both figures right there posed, and we can see a good little bio of the Zeo Gold like that, so we can see that it says, Power Ranger Zeo, when Trey of Triforia relinquishes his Gold Ranger powers, Jason returns to Angel Grove and joins his old friend Tommy in a new team of Rangers. Wielding the Golden Power Staff, Jason battles the Machine Empire along the Zeo Rangers. So now we have Mighty Morphin Red over here. We can see that it says, a talented martial artist and loyal friend, Jason accepts the responsibility of leadership when Zordon grants him the powers of the Red Ranger. Jason holds his team together through the toughest challenges that Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed throw at him. So very freaking cool, man. Again, absolutely love this set. My favorite Ranger. So let's crack these figures open and see what we have inside. And here are both Rangers out of the box. And man, what a freaking cool 2-pack this is. I absolutely love both these Ranger toys, and I cannot wait to check them out with you guys. But before we take a closer look at both figures, let's take a closer look at their accessories. So we do get a ton of accessories. Starting off, we get 2 unhelmeted head sculpts, the Dragon Dagger, the Power Stick and Power Blaster, 8 interchangeable hands, all the weapons to make the Power Cannon, an open and closed version of the Gold Power Staff, and a Gold Lightning Effect. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at the Armored Red Ranger and Zeo Gold Ranger. Alright guys, so I'm going to start things off with the Armored Red Ranger here. Now, this is actually my first time handling the Lightning Collection figures. I do have the entire first wave coming in. I know I'm super late to that, so this is my first take on these actual figures since, you know, Hasbro has taken over the Power Ranger license. And I must say, holy crap, these guys are incredible, dude. I can already tell Hasbro is going to be making my dream Power Ranger collection. This Red Ranger is super dope. I think the head sculpt came out great, or the helmet sculpt, I should say. I think the paint apps look great. You got the silver teeth on there. The gold that they used for the armor here looks very, very nice. I dig it a lot with the sculpted detail with the black inside there. Looks really good. The harness right here is a separate piece, but it doesn't look like it can be taken off. You probably could slide it off if you really wanted to, you know, take the head off and slide the arms around and whatnot. And you probably could take it off. So this is probably just the same harness they're going to use for like the Green Ranger. Obviously, you know, that's exactly what they're going to do. So you could take this off if you really want to, and you could have like a regular Red Ranger under there, with the exception of the armbands like that. But everything else looks so freaking good, dude. The white paint everywhere, the red diamonds on the gloves and on the boots look really, really good. I love the painted detail on like the morpher on the belt. That looks really nice. Everything about this came out super freaking clean. What a great looking piece. So we do get a ton of accessories with this. So for both figures, we do get a pair of interchangeable hands. Then we do get a pair of closed-fisted hands, so for punching off the putty and things like that and those monsters. And I can't wait for more monsters and bad guys from this series, man. It's gonna be so freaking cool. So one real cool and awesome thing, we get the Dragon Dagger. How cool is that? You can see the painted detail of the dragon coin in there. The green and the golds and the black all look very, very nice. I think it's just very well done. And he can hold that in any of the gripping hands, and he does get a nice, good, tight grip. We also do get the power stick right here in its stick mode. We can just holster it right there in the little holster with like that. But what's also cool, we do get it in its power blaster mode, which is nice too. Really cool sculpt on that, and you can hold that in either of the gripping hands as well, and he gets a nice firm grip on it, and that works out great. But probably one of the coolest accessories, if not the coolest accessories, we have the power cannon. Look at that, dude. This is something that's very cool, and a lot of us are kind of wondering if this power cannon might be exclusive to this particular set. I kind of don't think so. I think it's just something that we're getting ahead of time before the single pack releases of all of the Mighty Morphin figures. But how cool is that? Now, it's super awesome. You know, he can hold this in his hand, and I think it looks great. He looks so awesome holding that. I mean, man, that's right in the Ranger feels right there. I love that so much. You know, but you do get a good grip on it. Even got the Mastodon emblem right there on the axe. But what's super cool is you can take that off, and now you have a power sword for your Red Ranger with all that nice paint apps, the gold on the handle, the etching in the blade looks cool. But everything else about this can be pulled apart into separate weapons. You could take off the daggers, the lance, all of that stuff comes off like so. And that's just freaking cool, dude. I love that we got it like that. So super awesome. So if you want to take your Red Ranger here, you can armor him up with the power sword like that. Get him the Dragon Dagger in the hand like so. And boom, really freaking cool. Absolutely love that. So very, very nice. All right, so I'm going to run down his articulation real quick. So let's see what we got here. So the head is on a ball joint, kind of rolls around a little bit, mostly going to get left and right, but it's also on a disc hinge that looks up, down about that far, down about that much, a little bit of head wobbling. Armor go full 360, and this armor, chest armor, is actually a softer, rubbery type of plastic, so it doesn't really get in the way all that much. Go up and out that far. There's a butterfly joint in there that works very nice, so that's really cool. Rotation in the upper bicep, double jointed knee, or excuse me, elbow. Why am I saying knee? A rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. We actually get a ball peg in the midsection here that goes up in his chest. That rolls around, pivots, crunch back and forth, and turns left and right, as well as an actual ab crunch. So that crunches forward that much, back all the way nice and far. Hip joints that kick forward that much, back not so much. Splits that far, rotation in the upper thigh. Double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankle joints that go up and down, and a really freaking sweet ankle rocker. So Armored Red Ranger definitely gets a thumbs up. This is so cool, and man, I really hope this isn't... I hope this comes single pack later on, because this is one of those things that really sucks that for people who couldn't get him from the con or don't want to pay crazy scalper prices. He is something that you definitely want to have in your collection. Okay, so now let's check out Zeo Gold Ranger, my all-time favorite Power Ranger right here. I love Jason, but I freaking love the Gold Ranger. When he got the Gold Ranger powers, that was one of my all-time favorite episodes, and yeah, this is my favorite design ever. So, let's check this out. The helmet looks really cool. I dig the Triforia emblem across the face right there with the gold trim around the visor. Looks so freaking good. Again, the chest armor is a softer plastic, so it's pretty pliable, and that helps with the articulation. But I love how they have the black wash in here. Really brings out that detail and that kind of like tech design and that circuitry design or pattern in there, which looks really cool. And all throughout the figure, the gold looks really awesome. I love this. Again, more of that circuitry in the gloves, the Triforia emblem on the belt buckle, his like knee pads that turn into the top of the boot, all look fantastic, dude. What a great figure. Excuse me. Now, I do have the Legacy one that I personally love, this Legacy Ranger. And if you probably can't tell as much, but one of my biggest complaints, and a lot of people's complaints, that the gold on this particular Legacy one was too straight up yellow and not enough gold itself. This one, from the video, you probably don't see it all that much of a difference, but in hand, you can tell the newer one from the Lightning Collection, it has a lot more of a goldish metallic feel to it, where this is just pretty much straight up yellow. I freaking hated that. That was my one disappointing thing. This is still a cool figure, and I love this. This is just so much freaking better. And again, with the detail of the wash in there, not here, I think this new one looks so much better. Alright, so his accessories, we get some really cool stuff too. So what is the Gold Ranger without his golden power staff? I love this thing, one of my favorite weapons in all of Power Rangers. I think it's great. The black, the silver, the gold, the red, all that looks really freaking cool. And I just recently got the replica Legacy gold staff, which I freaking love. And this is awesome, man. We also get an opened one like this when it's powered up. You know, the Triforia emblem opens up. This whole section slides down, and it's in like power mode, which is really freaking cool. We also get like this gold like lightning effect, and it's a really bendy, soft, rubbery plastic, so you can like wrap this around like the power staff, like however you feel to make it look like it's powered up, and that works out pretty good. So what you do, what I can do, what I've been doing, take like, say, like the powered up version right here, slide it up the arm like that, and then we can take this lightning effect, this gold lightning, if you will, and then wrap it around there and make it look like, you know, he's harnessing some like gold powers through the power staff like that. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. So we also do get some interchangeable head sculpt, which is really, really nice. So we got two of them. We got this really happy looking one, which I think is not perfect, but it's pretty damn good. And I think Hasbro did a great job, especially utilizing that new printing technique that they're doing for face scans and things like that. I think it looks really good. Then we also do get a more serious one, a little more stoic one. Same thing, not perfect, but it looks really good for what Hasbro is doing. I like that a lot. So what you do is just take off the heads like so. They're just on standard ball pegs, and you can take them, those unhelmeted heads like that, and pop them right on there. And I think they look freaking really good. And I love the fact that we got two of them, so you can actually have both these figures side to side, holding their helmets, unhelmeted, and just looking like totally badass Jason toys. I love those, man. I really love how both of those look together side by side. Again, my favorite character, Jason, my favorite Ranger, the Gold Ranger and the Red Ranger. So freaking awesome. Just a ton of cool stuff with this. Now, let's run down his articulation, because it's basically the same thing. So head is on a ball joint, does roll around a little bit. Mostly going to get left and right, up with that disc hinge, down like that, a full 360 the arm, up and to the side like so, more of that butterfly joint in there, rotation in the bicep, double jointed elbow, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. That ball peg section at the top right there, so that rolls around left and right, crunches back and forth, and pivot side to side. Ab crunch, it crunches forward that far, back that much, which works so really, oh man, so good. Hip joints, I kick forward that much, back not at all. Spread the splits that far, rotation at upper thigh. We got double jointed knees. You practically kick yourself in the butt. We do get ankle joints that go up and down, and a good ankle rocker. So overall, man, I love this set. I am a giant Power Ranger fan. I am a giant fan of Jason, the Armored Red Ranger, the Zeo Gold Ranger. Man, if you can pick these up, I know they'll be available on the Hasbro Pulse site, I think within the next week or two. So try your best to pick these up. I really don't want you guys to pay scalper prices. These guys are two figures that I think will get a re-release in a single pack further down the road. But I want you to get these in your collection now because they are both incredibly awesome. And I think they are both absolutely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here they are standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Ranger comparison, here they are standing next to the SH Figuarts Armored Red Ranger and Legacy Collection Gold Ranger. And just for fun, here they are standing next to Little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Armored Red Ranger and Zeo Gold Ranger. Now overall, man, I love what Hasbro's doing with the Power Ranger license, and this Armored Red Ranger and Zeo Gold Ranger are freaking incredible. I love the paint apps, I love the sculpted detail, I really dig the articulation, and I freaking love all the accessories that we get with this 2-pack. Jason is my favorite Ranger, and having these two makes me really freaking happy, and I feel totally more phenomenal. If you can snag these two figures up, then I think they will be great additions to your Ranger collection. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.